everyone. Welcome to the first installment of 2025, My Year in Movies. Little disclaimer, yes, I know we are nearing Valentine's Day, or maybe if I've uploaded this video after Valentine's Day, whatever. I just don't think that it is ever too late to recap the year that is the month of January. I watched a total of 21 movies in 31 days. If you can top that, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear which movies you watched, if you could top that, and I would like proof, so send me your letterbox. So without further ado, let me speak to you about the first movie that I watched. In January, on January 1st, I watched the amazing movie that is. But look, I love commentary films. This film made me realize that I want to make commentary films. I know that is crazy. I want to work in the film industry. I love the film industry with its highs and lows and terrible people that it has. I love the film industry and I want to be more open about my love for film. This film allows me to do that. I think that there are so many things that it touches on. Look, I'm 21 years old. I um I'm young. I know that there's a lot that I don't know in this life, but I think that this film really did its job at doing commentary on every single little corner of society. I mean, it was about rich people on this cruise and then the people that work for them and then the boat capsizes. Let me tell you one thing that really stuck with me. So, this movie was written and directed by Ruben Ostlund. I know I'm gonna butcher that. It was his English language feature debut. And Vicky Berlin, who played Mambaula, I think I don't know her as anything else because Abigail, ugh, you guys are just not going to know anything that I'm talking about, but I guess you have to watch it. But look, Mambaula, she plays, I think, this sort of like she is in charge of all the people that work on the ship. The boat capsizes and she is still taking care of these rich people who are on this lavish vacation. Like, girl, your life is in danger. Why do you still care? But the thing that is so interesting about this film, the many things, is that Saltburn and this film had that in common where so much is going wrong, but there's a type of world building that happens with these characters that allow us as the audience to just be so immersed and be like, why does she still care about these rich people? And why does Abigail, who is her like under God, I'm forgetting the word, but she is her inferior. I mean, Mampaula is her superior, and Abigail, who I don't even know, we didn't even see her, so we don't even know where she works for like the first half of the film. And Woody Harrelson is in it for 5 minutes, which is crazy, but we don't even see her, but she becomes this like matriarch of like possesses these skills of survival that the rich people don't possess, and they end up bowing to her. I mean, it is just an incredible film. I think that if you want to get into commentary films, films just give me hope in the crazy world that we live in. I just think that if art can do this, I think that that is something that really gives me hope. I cannot be happier with how I started January. I moved on to Perfect Days. It was a film that truly just I just can't stop talking about this film because I loved it. I think what I will premise by saying is, have you ever seen a movie where the inciting incident comes 1 hour into the film? You have never seen this, but I enjoyed it. I loved it. I can't. This is what I'm saying is I started off January so good. It gets a little rocky, but I will say that this film, just the world building, at the end of the film, we understand why it took us so long to get to that 1 hour and I think something minute point, because it wasn't even 1 hour exactly. It was just a little over an hour where we finally get the inciting incident and we get to know Koji Yakusho's character. I know I'm gonna butcher these names, but Hirayama. he is the main character, and for all of these films I wanted to try and do like a character that I related to the most, but I didn't start doing that until like very later. Like I said, these are just, or I didn't even say that, but these are just a work in progress, and I hope that you can follow along this journey. Okay, anyways, whatever, shut up. Perfect Days was amazing. I think that everyone should watch it. If you're trying to get into more like international films, this was a Japanese film. I watched it with subtitles just because I don't believe in um watching something like in with like English audio over it. That is like, I just can't. I just don't feel like you get the full experience. So if it's an international film and if it's a foreign film, I'm watching with subtitles. I don't care, sue me. If you're not, what are you doing? Let me really read you my letterbox review really quickly. It is pretty long, and my letterbox will also be in the description down below. Look, I'm an amateur YouTuber, so yes, everything's gonna be in the description. Okay, I don't know how to edit and all that. It might be up here, but look, you didn't click on this video to get a high production thing. You clicked on this video to, I don't know why you did, actually. I actually have no idea why you did. Why are you here? Okay, so I wrote the perfect film to start off 2025. Hirayama is a character we are learning about all the way to the end of the film. What we know for sure is finding happiness in simplicity will help us navigate the troubled waters of our past. While we see glimpses of Hirayama's inner thoughts at the end of the movie, we see Hirayama in his most vulnerable form. Nina Simone's powerful voice decorates a familiar yet troubled scene. Okay, I actually am going to stop it there because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I know I said I don't care, but like I really do feel like you guys should just watch these movies. So maybe I'll do a little bit better in that in my next installment, in the second installment of this. But yeah, go ahead and give this film a watch. A quote that really stuck with me was, "So many things I still don't know. That's how life ends, I guess." So powerful in many ways to think that like if I think about my death, if I think about dying, I think of myself as already knowing all that I needed to know. But to think that I could die not knowing, not experiencing everything, that is why I'm making this YouTube video. That's why I'm being so open. That's why I live my life the way that I do, because you never know. You truly just never know. Next, we go to Emilia Perez, and I'm not going to say much on this film just because there is a lot of controversy, and I am Mexican American. I'm Mexican myself. So I feel like I have the rights to hate on this movie if I would like to hate on it. And I would. It is just a movie that, look, how do I say this? A lot of this, a lot of the hate for this film is getting misplaced on Selena Gomez's accent. That is not the worst thing about this film. Look, this film could have dealt with the themes that it dealt with in such a great and amazing way, and I would not have cared. Look, I still don't care about Selena Gomez's accent. That is the least thing to me. And not because I love Selena Gomez. I love Selena Gomez, I love her, but that is the least thing that I could care about. We should not be focusing on that. We should be focusing on the fact that this movie was about the troubling political climate that Mexico is living in, but the how it represented it was just a catastrophe. I think that it didn't resonate with the people that it needed to resonate. It resonated with, and I will link the video down below of this guy. I forgot his name, but I will link the video. I'll give him credit because he had a really good take.
Listen, there was another movie that came out called I Saw the TV Glow. While I also was not a fan of this one, I can at least appreciate how it was embraced by the target audience and had a layer of effective subtext for them. It also had a consistency in its style, even though I personally failed to connect with it. It successfully knew its audience. Emilia Perez, it also knows its audience. It's just, not the trans community. And it's certainly not people who live in Mexico either. No, its target audience is Hollywood elites. These are the people who like to talk about their refined film palette over a charcuterie board of cheese and crackers, all while not having the awareness that they're actually drinking grape juice and eating wheat thins with Cheez Whiz. For them, it is more about what is being served, not the quality of what is on the plate. Emilia Perez has decided that this is their target group, and it's hit it dead center.
Emilia Perez knew its audience was not Mexican Americans. It knew its audience was not trans people because it's not even genuine to the trans experience. I think that it just failed in so many ways that Selena Gomez's accent is the least thing that we should be caring about. And that's all I will say. Causeway stars Jennifer Lawrence and Brian Tyree Henry, and it's directed by Lilia Neubauer. God, I didn't even think about the fact that I would like butcher names in this video, but this movie was it had a lot of heart. It was really a good watch, and Brian Tyree Henry was truly a standout to me. Luca Guadagnino, what are you doing to me, baby? So many miss. Look, no Oscar noms. What the heck? No Oscar noms? This film, as I was watching it, I didn't understand the mastery that it was. I'm still but this film is tennis. I mean, we keep going back and forth from the past and the present and the past and the present and the past and the present. Why is the past so important? The past is all that these three characters care about. The past is so much in the present, and it's a tennis match. Dun 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 dun, and you can watch. You can read all of my reviews. I won't read them all here, but um, I rated this film a 4.5 because I can't even remember why I just didn't really go for the full 5 stars. But I think that this film was genius. I think that this film was amazing, and a film that has its own score, that's so fucking I don't want to cuss, but that's so crazy cool. And yeah, I think that I really love this film. I love you, Zendaya. I love Josh O'Connor, and I love Mike Faced. And look, if you haven't watched Challengers, what are you doing? We're on to Bottoms, and it was directed by Emma Seligman. And yes, female directors, hey. Um, uh, Look, Ayo Edebiri is in this movie, Edebiri, and God, Rachel Sennett. Oh, literally, I got a new appreciation for Rachel Sennett in this film. She is just excellent. She's amazing, and she is just on the screenwriting aspect, this movie was A plus. Everything just aligned, and the world building is so important in a film, and the world building in this film was just, what can I say? Amazing. Directed by Emerald Fennell and Barry Keoghan, Jacob Elordi, Rosamund Pike. Yes. I wrote very fun watch, redefined the victory lap because it did. It was just a movie that was crazy, sexy, cool in the name of TLC love. Yes.
Crazy, sexy, cool. In the name of TLC love. Yes.
Next, we're on to Whiplash. Oh, don't judge me. I hadn't watched Whiplash. I know that's like a film student's like, what the fuck do you mean? I hadn't. Oh my God, stop. Literally, I mean, I loved it so much. It's such a good film, and it did though put me in such a like anxiety state just because when I watch films, I am immersed, and if a character is having a bad day, then I'm just an empath. I feel all of the feelings, especially when it's a good film. If I'm feeling all the feelings, you're doing a good job. Damien Chazelle, shout out to you. After watching Babylon, you be my fave. I loved this film. I am a whore for Pride and for for period pieces. I can't there's something about them that period pieces do something to me. Hooper, I didn't write anything for ooh, excuse that. But I didn't write anything, but what I will say is, look, I loved it. It had a lot of heart, and I'm not much of a musical person, but I was for this film, I guess. Look, Hugh Jackman really stood out to me. He was really amazing in this film, and I'm glad to say that I've seen it because it was so critically acclaimed. I was like, you know what? Let me take this on, and I watched it for free on YouTube Movies. All right. We only have 10 more films. So just bear with me. We're almost there. We're almost there. We've gotten through 10. Bear with me, okay? I know you are done and tired of hearing me talk, but I don't care. You're gonna hear me talk about Dazed and Confused. I am a Richard Linklater fan. I love Richard Linklater. Richard Linklater, you be my fave too. Like, after watching the Before trilogy, I just remember just that hitting me like a ton of bricks. Like, the Before trilogy was the first ever, like, couple of films that just made me think, wow, the human experience can be put into a film like this, can be made art like this, can be just
And they are like improv. You think so, but it's actually so choreographed and stuff. But the fact that like it's a collaborative process with Ethan Hawke and Julie Dopey, and like I just think that okay,
whatever. You're talking about Dazed and Confused. Oh my god, wait. Okay. Okay. Richard Linklater, you did amazing. Dazed and Confused was just such a good movie. Like everyone gets a little happy ending, and yeah, it's just exactly what the film says. I think that like you should watch it if you're like getting high and thinking of watching a film that was made in the early 90s. Yeah, go watch that. Look, I'm gonna say this one thing about Film Bros because this feels like Film Bros made it, right? Because the girl in the movie was so Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and director Gus Van Sant, by the way. Um, it's a satisfying and fitting ending. I liked the ending. Can't remember if they killed anyone off. Did they kill anyone off? I don't think so. But yeah, love you, Robin Williams. R.I.P. And what I will say is that I really, really like Elliott Smith, like in the background. Like most of the music came from like Elliott Smith, and I love Elliott Smith, so that's what really like bumped this movie up. Holdovers, this was the first movie that I started to write stuff down about. So, yeah, I don't know how truthful I want to be and how opinionated I want to be in these. So, because this is only the first installment, okay? But look, what I really did like the holdovers. I'm not, that's not a bad, like, I'm not saying anything bad about the holdovers, okay? But what I will say is that Dominic Sessa was a true standout to me in this film. Like, you know, when an actor just saves a film, The Holdovers is a great film, but Dominic Sessa truly just made the film. That man is a great actor, and he has such a bright future ahead of him. I can't wait to see what else he does next because he truly did amazing in this movie. And yeah, like I wrote this movie does a great job of setting things up in a good way. And oh, and what was so interesting is that this entire film was shot in real practical locations. So no sound stages were used, which is crazy. Like, wow, you know? The Christmas party scene was amazing because I really start to feel a lot closer to Mary, and I really related to her in the fact that like the grief of just losing someone and how you will carry that on with you for the rest of your life. Grief is such a crazy thing, and I love how this film just explored so many different themes. But I will say that after losing someone very, very close to me, grief is always just stuck in my heart forever. And when a movie depicts that in such a beautiful way, I always have a soft spot in my heart for it. So, yeah. Next, Violet and Daisy. This was Jeffrey Fletcher's directorial debut. It was referenced the movie and I kind of got that by Daisies from 1966. I could understand that. listen, this film was like, it was a film. I think it was. It was. I think that Saoirse is such a cutie, and I can't believe how young she was in this film. When was this film made? Because both Saoirse and Alexis Bledel were just so like um small in this film. Yeah, this film was made in 2011. I won't say that like it was, an amazing film, but I am just like, oh, like a cute movie that kind of gave weird vibes. I don't know how to say that. But when if you watch it, you'll get why I'm like, that kind of gave, you know. But look, Adrian Brody did amazing in this film. I think when someone truly understands the struggles and portrays them in that way, in such a beautiful way, um, I will say, unfortunately, this film was directed by Roman Polanski, and you could tell, I think that a lot of the ways that it dealt with certain things and the ways that some things were portrayed and shot, I was just like, yeah, yeah, a man shot this. And there was one thing that stuck out to me, which was where I think Adrian Brody and his family were not Adrian Brody and his family, but his character, um Vladislav Spielman, I think that's how it's said. Um his family was, I think they were, I think, waiting to be taken to the concentration camps, which they did not know yet. It was a definitely a very sad movie. They were waiting to get taken into the concentration camps, and he goes to Vladislav Spielman, Adrian Brody's character. He goes to speak to this other character, and he's reading a book, and Vladislav says, "What are you reading?" And the book has Penguin Classics on it. I don't know if that's like, what do you mean? Is that accurate? You let me know, because I don't think so. In the 40s, did that exist? And also, like, because Penguin Classics, it had like a little thing that I could just go and pick up today. I don't know if that was like, and it was Shakespeare. So I don't know how accurate that was. Look, if you protest, if you know better than I do, let me know. But I don't think that it was accurate. Yes, relax. I hadn't seen Oppenheimer. Okay, oh my God. But I really do think that God, why am I forgetting his name? Killian Murphy. I think that he really did carry this film. And this movie, I was just like, he's in this movie. She's in this movie. Who else is in this fucking movie? Okay, a little dog break because my dog was getting a little lonely. So I think he's just gonna hang out with us for a little bit. The scene where Oppenheimer, he gives a speech and everything goes haywire. That was the first, I don't know, not the first, but just like, I just really, in this film, I really appreciated that Christopher Nolan was just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just basics, like no overcomplications, no things that we have to, work and try and understand, even though I know that there's a beauty in that. But I like that he was just so raw. There's a rawness and a realness to that. And I think I really do praise Christopher Nolan for that in this film. I like that he just is a master. Oh, damn it. You guys couldn't see that. But my dog, he just kind of like rested his little head on the computer. Oh. I like it when directors are that real. I love it. Be raw. Don't don't hide behind a mask. Be raw. Show us that emotion with anything other than dialogue. We wanna be like immersed. We wanna be shown how Oppenheimer is truly how Oppenheimer is struggling, other than him being like, I'm struggling. I want to know why and how he is struggling, in the different parts, in hearing, in sound, in touch, and like what is exactly going on in his mind that I don't have to decipher. I want to know with my eyes. I want to know with my ears. And yeah, I truly do praise Christopher Nolan for that. Okay. Next we have Manchester by the Sea. We only have three films left to talk about, guys. So let's this is the home stretch. Okay. Manchester by the Sea. Um this was directed by who was it directed by? Why didn't I write that down? Directed by Kenneth Lonergan. That's not. Oh, okay. I rated this film 5 stars. I have to say that I really, really, really did love this film. Oh my God, I wish you guys could see this. Hold on. Oh, why my dog moves every time I try and show how he's. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see this, but yeah, I have to say that I really, really loved this film. I saw the beauty of it. I saw that like this is one of the films that taught me that like many of these films taught me the importance of world building, but this film taught me the importance of story. Story is so, 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 so important. And I knew that. I knew that. But I think that a lot of filmmakers get too caught up in, oh, I've always wanted to shoot a little boy watching his mother get arrested. So, and I have this idea for a film that kind of, that kind of it deals with that. So I'm just gonna throw it in there, Or I'm making a film and I feel like this little scene of like a boy watching his mother get arrested. Yeah, let me just I don't know how to explain it, but I can see that. I can see that you wanted to put something like that in and it just gives corny and it makes me cringe because it doesn't come off as genuine as we would like it to. And I'm saying we because I want your movie to be genuine. I want your film to be genuine, but this movie I didn't have any of that. This movie, I think that it was a beautiful, beautiful film and it went into this film and it was like, yes, we have a really, really great story. Now, how do we shoot it as beautifully as possible? And that's the best way to make a film, in my opinion. And this movie taught me that. Yeah, the ending, I was typing it out. I was typing out my review on Letterboxd and I was like, the ending. I was making this whole thing because I was just like, I just didn't like the ending. But then it dawned on me as I was writing it that it was the perfect thing for everyone. And we get this reoccurring of like why um Lee is not happy, cannot be happy in Manchester. We know that. We understand like he just can't be happy in Manchester. But the best thing for Patrick was to be in Manchester. Was that his name? Please tell me that was his name. Yeah, Patrick. Because he just want to say hi. Let him say hi, guys. Let him say hi. If you're not a dog person, just let him say hi. Yes, directed by Garth Davis, Saoirse Ronan, Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, was in this movie, and Paul Mescal. This was a film where I was just like, God, and I have to finish it. I I didn't like it. I'm sorry. And it's sci-fi, and look, I don't really watch sci-fi, but it's like when the world building is there, the world building is there and I can be immersed. Like I won't shy away from any film if it's good. This film wasn't. I'm sorry. Oh, I understand that Garth Davis wrote the screenplay with the writer of the book. So I don't know what happened. Maybe the book is really good, but I don't know what happened there and what got like what went wrong in the writing in the screenplay writing process, but I just know that something went wrong and that it didn't come across as maybe like it should have because I definitely didn't and the world building was just not there and the world building is the most amazing thing. It is the heart of the story as well. Like you need to build this world, especially in a sci-fi. You have to really take the time and that just did not happen in this movie. So what happened was that I just wasn't fully immersed. Secretary, directed by Steven Shainberg, screenplay written by Steven Shainberg, Aaron Cressida Wilson, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and James Spader. James Spader, hi, hi. Look, this was a cute, sexy, fun in the name of TLC love movie as well. It's cheesy, it's 90s, what can you expect? But it's interesting. And they just really did match each other's freak. Okay, now on to the last film. I can't believe it. This video is so long for no reason. And I'm so tired of talking, but we will speak for Babylon. Babylon. Look, and I forgot to mention this, but I will mention it now. I know I liked a movie because ever since I started writing about them, I know I like a movie when this is how long it looks to my notes. Let's see if I can get this in. Oh my god, you're not gonna be able to see. But my notes, please. Okay, my notes are like super long. Oh my god, when is it gonna end? Oh wow, wait, hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's it. But look, that's how I know I liked a movie. If I'm just writing and writing and writing, I have so many ideas. This film was so misunderstood. Yes, it had its things and like my something that my film teacher said last semester when I took a screenwriting class was world peace. She said that like, oh, when let me explain. When a pageant, when like a pageant girl is asked like, "Oh, what do you want to do to help the world?" and she or what do you think the world needs or one of those generic questions that they ask these pageant girlies, and the girl is like, "World peace," and it's just like, how is this 17-year-old girl going to accomplish that? You know? It's just not. It just wants to cover so much. And so I kind of got the vibe of this film, but I will say that like, do you love film? Yeah, you do. Watch this film, watch this movie, watch this film. It is just if you're a film nerd, you will like this film because it just encapsulates how hard it is and how rough it is to just truly have like love for film in the film industry, how, disheartening it can be, and how you can be up at like the highest point and then anything can come toppling down at any second. And I just think that like this film really left its mark in my heart, and I can't say that I didn't write anything negative about it in like all of that, but I will say that I did really like it, and I get you, Damien Giselle. I I I wish that I could sit down with Damien Chazelle and just talk to him about Babylon and just tell him like, um hey, when I interpreted it as this, is that what you meant? Or like, I just if I could talk to Damien Giselle about one movie, it'd be hard because I would talk to him about either La La Land or Babylon. But I think I would have to go with Babylon. Ooh, but I also really love La La Land. All right. And that is it, everyone. Thank you for sticking around if you did stick around. Look, this is my yell into the void. This is like probably me and the FBI agent from like I don't know where you are from. Comment down below where you're from, FBI agent who watches me every single day. This is me and the FBI agent just, queening out about all of the films that I watched in 2025, not 2025, in January. But yeah, look, this isn't about watching the Oscar nominated films only, not even just about the critically acclaimed films. I truly think that there is something to learn in every single film that you watch. Films are monumental, films are amazing. And if I only set out to watch all the Oscar nominated films, I I don't think that I would be learning as much as I did in this month. There is something to learn about the bad movies. There's something to learn about the bad films. You find yourself looking for what was missing. And I think that even in the Grammys, which happened like this past weekend or last weekend, um early February, look, I love Blood Orange. Blood Orange, I don't know if he's ever seen a Grammy nomination. Don't quote me on that. I don't know, but there are so many artists that just didn't even receive nominations or anything like that, or have even won Grammys. And if I only paid attention to the to the recipients who won the Grammys, I don't think that I would love music as much as I do. And sure, the Oscar nominated films are amazing and they're great and they still have a place in this year of movies, but that's not what this is about. I think it's just I think it's just like to be as fluid as I want. If I want to watch that movie, I'm going to click it and I'm going to watch it because I know that I'm going to learn something about it. And yeah, like if you made it all the way to the end, I have no idea why you did. Like I I love that for you, and I love that you can just geek out and queen out with a 21-year-old girl about all of the films that she watched. I know I talked way too much. This is my first YouTube video that I'm posting. Look at this camera quality, look at this background, look at the dog that is sitting right here. I'm gonna expose myself for a little bit, but yeah, he's just sitting here on my lap because he misses me because he's like, Mom, why are you talking so much? Please feed me. Please take me out for a walk. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. And what I will say is, follow my letterbox, subscribe to me on this channel. I will definitely subscribe back. I'm not fake. And also for letterboxd, I will definitely follow you back and I will stalk your profile. So you'll get two things. You'll get a follow back and you'll get a stalk on your profile. Hey, and even I might even like some of your reviews if you reviewed some stuff. Oh, also, if you have any recommendations for me on this year of film that I am embarking on, go ahead and let me know based on like what I liked and didn't like. What recommendations do you have for me? Also, if you think I won't like a movie, or if you're like, hey, I don't know, just go ahead and give me recommendations because I would definitely take them into consideration and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'll watch that movie. I'm being as fluid as I want, but also I'm open to suggestions. My watch list is long, but there's no such thing. You can have you can have more movies always. So yeah, I will say that you will kind of get spoiled by the movies that I'm watching, but you won't know exactly what I'm thinking about them, to be honest, because my letterbox reviews aren't as detailed ever since I started to write them out on like my computer. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Just and if you're hesitating on starting a YouTube channel, just start it. I'll support you. I have no subscribers. I'm literally yelling into the void, like me and my FBI agent against the world. But yeah, take care of yourselves and see you in early March. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm trying. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But yeah, see you in early March. I'll definitely be making a video about my February year in movies. And March is my birth month. So hey, that's a special month. So yeah. Thank you guys and bye.